What's up, y'all? This is Lucian Black with Into the Chasm, and I've got some guests here today. We got Tim and Caleb here. What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
How you guys doing? We got them on the podcast here to spread some awareness of something they got going on. They run this nonprofit called SFE Entertainment.
SFA.
SFA. Okay, gotcha. And they're gonna come on here, talk about what they got going on, the origin of their story, and what they really ultimately want to do with it. So Caleb, where you from, brother?
So I'm from Southern Illinois.
Okay.
I've been here my whole life.
Yep.
But ready to
Mostly same.
Yeah, ready to expand though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And you, my friend, Tim?
Small town of DuQuoin.
Yep.
Same, local grown.
Okay. Local grown, heard. And what's the origin story of SFA, right?
SFA, yeah.
Yeah,
It's something for all.
Yeah. Okay.
We've all been down before in life, and it's hard to. It takes a village.
100%. I say that a lot. Yeah.
So we're trying to do everything we can to give back and get to where we want to be at the same time. So we had to create our own path, our own way.
Yeah, your own niche. Yeah.
Yeah. So we love music, we love food, people, art. So
also, it's pretty all-inclusive and
yeah,
all-encompassing on a lot of different things.
Comedy.
Okay, so literally something for all.
Something for all.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome. So
literally,
that's really cool.
Yeah, we try to stay true to it. So we don't discriminate anybody, crafty, arty, business, entrepreneur.
So you're trying to get a path for pretty much anybody in any niche around here and find the people for them or resources.
Small, keep it local.
Yeah. That's kick-ass, man. So do you have any local success stories yet or anything that you're pushing for?
Starting to.
Yeah.
Starting to really build and
little impact.
Kind of exploded out of nowhere, really.
Well, how long you guys been doing this? When did you start it?
We're in our second year of business now.
Okay.
Yeah. We're now doing our second hosted event coming up the 25th at Finding Forever in Marion.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard of them a lot.
Yeah, so we're teaming up with them, kicking off our backpack drive for the summer. Any event that we're involved in during the summer, our proceeds are going towards the backpack drive.
What is the backpack drive?
So our goal is to have 50 backpacks filled with supplies for kids by August.
That's adorable and awesome.
We're going to set up an event right before school starts, so that way we can hand them out and have kids out, and our vendors and everything.
That's good juju, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So so far since you guys have started this, what are some of the challenges you've seen so far where you're like, okay, this is where either we need to improve on the idea of this or something we need to figure more out on? Have you faced a lot of challenges yet?
I would say trying to stay connected with people and really have people that we can rely on to be there for the support.
Yeah, man, because like you were saying earlier, Caleb, it takes a village, and sometimes you can't be the only backbone. There's a lot of backbones to really raise the foundation.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard because you'll meet a lot of people that will be like, I want to do this, and then you're like, okay, I haven't heard from you for a month, and you've got kids that are depending on this idea.
Right.
You've got real human beings, and like, oh, where's the path of the clear indication of people that want to do something here?
I mean, it's growing.
Yeah.
Recently, we got involved with an event that was a last-minute event. We chose a place last year for our first event we struggled getting food down there. We struggled having vendors. It was so far away. We didn't have the right team to promote it. So it didn't really.
But you're rolling the dice, you know what I mean?
Exactly, but it couldn't have went any better. We learned.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
We grew, and then this last one that they threw down there was 10 times the size of the one we did.
Sweet. Okay.
So it's growing.
So you're seeing the progress.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you're seeing this baby grow. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
helps us
multiplying.
Stay motivated.
Yeah, that's where you get the momentum, because you're like, okay, I'm not just like a band yelling to a dive bar up the road. You're like,
right.
This place is growing. This thing that you're building is growing. Well, kick ass, man. That's awesome. So as far as collaborations, who and what companies have you collaborated with so far, and would you be open to collaboration? I'm sure you probably would.
Oh yeah, we're open to collaborate with anybody.
Yeah.
We've teamed with Wiffle Boys and Murphy.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, we've teamed with. We have another local promoter that he does wrestling shows. So we help each other out. Finding Forever, this is our first major business that we're teaming up with to help out, but we hope to expand and get more for sure.
Okay, so how many of do you have involved in this so far? Is it just you three? We have one person hiding in the corner of the room right now. Brandy, you want to just show up for a second? Just pop your face. She swore she wouldn't be on it. That's Brandy. I don't know her.
She's the backbone of it.
No, I've known her for a freaking long time.
Yeah.
But so how many people do you have in this so far?
So we have like
six.
like 5, 6 main
like
members
dedicated.
that are,
Okay, so people that are like in to see this grow and continue putting.
But in the last couple weeks, it's grown to. We have like 20, 30 people that are now tight knit, all small businesses,
people
all
that are
trying to make
feeling it. Yeah.
And it's we're trying to create a platform where not just our small businesses and our creativity can thrive and succeed, but everybody we're involved with. We want to see everybody grow.
Yeah, so it's really reciprocative. Like you're like, whatever grows with us, we just want to grow for other people.
Yeah.
That's kind of largely what I'm doing with the podcast.
Yeah.
It's really,
we want
really
to make a village.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Community.
We really started off our first event trying to do like free vendor spots,
of course,
so they could just come and make money.
Yeah.
But we realized that people aren't putting the money down; they're not keeping themselves like dedicated to it. So
there's a lady named Aubrey. She does a thing called Link Crafts, like Link of Zelda, I believe. That's Zelda, right? Link.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm a nerd, but that was one game. I don't know why I missed it my whole childhood. I guess I was in the superhero universe. But I absolutely know she's running the Link Crafts if you're ever looking to collaborate or talk to somebody, because I know she would always love to be a vendor. So my next question was going to be, so how do you guys, like as an organization, how do you make decisions? Are you mostly in the same lane about ideas, or are there like places where you have to like work together and be like, okay, what if we change this, that, and the other?
We have like business meetings at least a few times a month. They'll sit down and collaborate with ideas and catch everybody up.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys, it is largely collaborative.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's so many different things that each member does a different thing that isn't even connected, but it's connected.
Yeah, everybody does have their own niche, really.
Yeah.
So you kind of, I guess, would investigate whatever people are good at and kind of plug them into that area of what you guys got going on, maybe.
For the most part, yeah.
Have you guys heard of woofing? So WWOF. There's a website where if you're looking for volunteers to do things, this has been a thing I think for at least like a decade. Woofing, WWOOF, I think .com, where there's different communities, different farms, different establishments across the country, and I think it's across the globe right now, where you'll go to this Woof website if you're looking for volunteers to jump into something. You could just make a post, and people are like hungry to just do something communal.
Yeah.
That could be a route for you guys as well, to just make a post on woof.com, because there's people who largely just do this thing where they'll go across the country and they'll go to Woof stops, and you could put a stop on the Woof website, which doesn't have to be like a building, but it could be like, here, Southern Illinois base, this is the Woof stop where we need your help to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And then people can communicate with you, and then you could be like, all right, this is what we need. I know the difference is, I think a lot of the woofing community is like, it'll be like a farmer that'll be like, hey, help me with some farmhand stuff, and I'll put you in the extra bedroom, or this, that, and the other. But it doesn't have to be some room and board thing. Just if some people will have their own money and they just want to get something on their resume,
right?
You know, they could be like, hey, I helped you guys do this thing. Can I put you on my resume? And this just makes me look better, and I enjoy doing it. And you could be like, fuck yeah, put my name on there.
Yeah, see, we're big in that. Down the road, we want to have it set up where we can, because we eventually want to have a farm.
Hell
That's
yeah.
run by the nonprofit, and we want to have it connected with schools. That way the ones that are like the 4-H club, for Farmers Forever, that they can come out, work on the farm, and by the time we get to that size, we can have grants for them. So that
Full
way they're
circle. Hell yeah.
Yeah, working for what they want to go to school for, and it just helps them out.
That's awesome. So how did you guys meet, and how did you get this thing going? Like,
oh, we met probably like almost 8 years ago now, something
a minute.
like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Went down a wild path. We might get into that later.
Hey,
but,
no rush. Yeah. Been there.
But eventually we got our life straightened out, and we're trying to find something to really push us forward and create a
realign you a little bit.
wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, community. So you're really just trying to make your own community, really.
Yeah.
Do something bigger.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah, that's kick ass, man. I feel like there's so many colorful people today of all times that there's just so many people who are like called to kind of collaborate again, get together, reciprocate, and just do something bigger for the greater good. Kind of like remove yourself from a situation and just be part of something bigger.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there's a big change happening.
Yeah, and I'm seeing it everywhere, dude. You know, there's all these the So Ill Fest. That's what do you call it, soil or So Ill?
Oh, we go with soil for now.
That makes sense. I mean, we're a really earthy area,
kind of
you know.
words.
Soil makes a lot of sense. But that's awesome. Are you guys doing like local events as far as like we have nothing but hippies in this whole area. Like I'm a short-haired hippie at this point. My shit was down to here a couple of years ago. But how would people give you like donations, funding? How would they communicate with you to be like, hey, sounds like a cool idea. I would just want to sprinkle some money at you, or just whatever they can do? Would they just get a hold of your personal Facebooks?
Yeah, right now Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they'll communicate with me if they get something else to communicate. And that's Tim Meyer and Meyer. Okay, I said it right. And then Caleb Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Just look at them up on Facebook, and if anybody's curious, I can send you the links to their pages and stuff, so you can collaborate with them as well. But this is cool. This is awesome, because this is something that is so necessary for people today, because you get stuck in the 9 to 5 and the economy and all this stuff that's pretty rough around the world, especially in America right now, where it's just like you see gas prices are crazy. Wages aren't hitting the same dollars as what food is skyrocketing,
No.
And it's crazy, and it's so humbling to know that somebody's out here really been like, let's do something cool to help people. Any specific families or groups of people that you're like, this really, really made an impact on it, that really pushed me to want to continue doing this? Or has it been mostly like the crowdfunding events itself?
We did like a pizza drive, like a food giveaway, and
cool.
We didn't have enough time to really plan out and advertise for it.
Yeah.
So it was just like people walking by, but there was definitely like a couple families and some people that really needed some food. That, like, we helped out. I know we took the rest to the warming center, wasn't it? Yeah. So
well, that's huge. So
it really felt like really good. So we're just like, oh yeah, we got to keep. Doing this.
Swells the heart a little bit. That's kick ass, dude. So I think what these gentlemen need is just some people to communicate. If you want to jump in, help them out, and really just raise what they've got going on, collaborate, and what you guys are doing is awesome. This is such a really cool idea. And so you had some backgrounds that kind of push you into this. You said, you want to get into that?
I mean, we can.
If you want, because I know that's always really helpful for people, because they're like, you know what, if somebody can come from this, the A, B, and C.
Yeah, it's a testament.
Yeah. But what really pushed you into doing this? Did you come from like alcoholism, or is it drugs, or homelessness, starvation?
Everything, all that, all of the above.
Same.
Yeah. The homelessness led to drug use, and then drug dealing, and then the drug dealing got to a major point
where it's only going to go a couple ways.
Yeah. And at the point where I was facing 25 years in prison, something had to give.
That's heavy, man.
So I had done a lot of time being a terrible person. So why not do something for everybody?
Yeah.
So that's
the
where
shift,
something
man.
for all came from.
Yeah.
And up until about a year and a half ago, we were both at Eisen, and I was like, man, this is not doing it. We, working 70, 80 hours a week.
6 days, 7 days.
Sick.
Making good money, but still like...
No time to spend it, no time to really do anything with it.
So just sick. So, I got to the point I was like, this is not for me. I quit and dove headfirst into the nonprofit, and that's
kick ass, man.
That I do.
You really went a different route in that. And I was doing light metals. Where are you guys at?
Light
metals.
Cast house.
Dude, the thing I've heard about like factories is the second you start doing really good, they're like, well, that's all you're gonna do from now on. I remember I would do like 8 to 11-hour shifts, and I'm one of those active people, so I'm just like hitting numbers, you know what I mean? And I would just be in it, and I started getting these fucking badass forearms, so that made me happy. But I was just like, okay, so I'm doing this 8 to 11 hours a day, but I would stop for 30 seconds out of the whole shift to talk to a homie, because me and him, like, we had this connection that we get to do on our little lunch break, and we just talk about like-minded stuff. So I would stop 30 seconds of the whole 8 to 11-hour shift, and I'd be hitting these numbers, and they wouldn't congratulate you for your numbers, but the honchos would make it a point in the meeting to say, stopping in the middle of your shift and talking to your people. And I'm like, this is nuts. There was one day because I hadn't seen the sun in like months, because I was working those shifts. I was like working those odd hours where I was just working the shifts where I'm working the day, and once it's done, there's only night. So you're literally working in darkness. And one day I woke up and started driving to work, and I just saw the sun coming up, and it was just so fucking pretty. And I'm like, I haven't seen this thing in months. This feels so fucking unnatural. And I was just like driving, and I was like, no. I turned, and I was like, suck it from the back. I'm done.
You got those moments where you got to choose. Am I going to keep living this torture? Or
yeah. Well, and that's the weird thing is you have a lot of different people who are trying to push you into that. Be like, a job's a job, money's money. You're like, no, this is fucking my life up. There's
School, career,
money.
house.
You can always come to money, but you can't come to mental health.
No.
In the wrong place. You know what I mean? Like you have to have the main bread and butter that's making your soul feel whole.
Yeah.
You know, and factories, it's hard. There's people who can do that.
Yeah.
They can do it 30, 40 years.
It's made for certain people.
It's
not made for everybody.
Yeah. Well, and like people like you guys, like you have a calling here. Like this, it's kind of obvious. There's something else to you. You know, that's not the craft that you're into. That doesn't mean you suck because you don't want to just stare at a fucking pole of metal for the next 40 years. Right. You're like, no. I know what that's going to do to me. I could do something else with this. You know, I can change this into something else. Yep. I'm not here to bend metal. I'm here to bend lives and perspectives and circumstances and change things. And that's awesome because not a lot of people really take the initiative to kind of like pull the trigger on, why not take the other path? Why not do something new with it?
A lot of people are scared. And that, that security of, that false sense of security that money gives you.
Yeah, because that's the one thing people tell. That's it. Once you got money, that's it. All your problems are done. You're like, no, you got family, you got food, you got. There's all these things, and you could.
Me to quit. We met there.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
He
was that a good decision? You feel?
Yeah.
Oh,
hell yeah. I already know the answer, but I have to ask.
Yeah.
But he was like, hey, you needed the chance to be a mother. We had just gotten together, and he was like, don't go back. We could make more money. We can focus everything into what we want to do.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Because you won't get time back trying to be like replace all that time where you wanted to be a mom.
Yeah.
That was the thing about me growing up is my mom was a workaholic and I still love her. But dude, I ain't spent no time with my mom hardly my whole life. And I'm 35 years old and she's still doing it. You know, her kids are all adults now out of the house and it's been weird. You know, but it's so cool that you guys actually had the moment, be like, Mom, you mom more and the money will come. You know, the money, you're going to make what you need out of that. And that's huge. And the cool thing about you guys doing this nonprofit is you could be the ones that you needed when you were younger for other people. You know, that's so impactful. That is so humongous because there's not a lot of, I think with social media and the news and the way politics are being really, really strange today with the pessimism is it's like we're all focused more so on the pessimism and the things that are awful about the planet, but it's really changing people to not focus on heroes and like miracles and people with miraculous ways of thinking, like what you guys are doing. It's a miraculous frame of mind to actually want to turn whatever life is into something helpful. And it's not even for you. This is like a sacrifice. Like you're sacrificing time, energy, finances,
every
work,
bit of it,
sleep,
you know,
days off, you know, and you've gone full into it. And that's so amazing.
But it's not a job. It's not a job. We work more now than we did. It's not a job.
But you're getting a different reward, you know?
Yeah. The rewards that we get, the people that we get to meet, the time that we get to spend, it's just, you can't put a price on it.
It's impactful, man. One, like working those jobs that you've been used to, doing whatever you're doing, you know, you don't get those times to kind of like really break bread with people and be like, what's going on? Tell me, you know. I know the shallow. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That becomes your family.
Yeah. Yeah, 1,000%.
That's not one you get to choose. That's one you're forced to have.
Dude, 1,000%.
That's not the way to.
One, you're carving your own niche of people here, and you're meeting people. You're building something impactful, and that's really cool because the next generation is going to see what you're doing, and they're not going to see somebody that's just working and kind of just burning, right? They're going to see someone that's like, this is work that doesn't feel like work because it's impactful and we're changing people, and it's changing us. And your kids are going to see that and be like, man, I want to be like my dad, my mom, because look at all these things they've done for other people, even though it's clearly a sacrifice. It's coming back. It's reciprocating. It's like a mirror, you know. That's humongous. Not a lot of people think that that way anymore.
The school doesn't teach you to pursue what you're good at or what you enjoy.
Yeah.
Why not? This is the age of that.
Well, yeah.
Do what you enjoy doing, and you'll make money.
Exactly, man. If you double down on what you're good at, and you really push in that, and if your thing is philanthropy, if you double down on that, it's a straight shot, and you know you'll go off the path, and you know nothing's quite so linear.
Yeah.
But the goal is there because you know that's your force, that's your drive. So if you keep driving that car in that direction of what you want to do with it, where else could it go? Because the end game, it's almost like the mountaintop is already there. You just have to walk it.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Here recently, it's been a very humbling moment of we're there, and it's like I don't want to rush to be there. I want to enjoy what we're doing.
Man, I had a guy named Jeremy Bullock on here. He's the front man for this band Cause of Ruin. They're a couple different towns, but they're mostly out of the Mount Vernon area. My buddy Seeger, he's from Benton, and he said, "We're like a crock pot, right? We're slow cooking. We want to stick around for a while, so we're not rushing things." And that was something that was really impactful for me to hear. So I was like, "Huh, yeah. You just take your time and stay the path." And what you said reminded me of that of Jeremy, because that was just really cool. It was such a simple analogy, and I was like, "Yeah, we crock pots in this motherfucker."
Yeah.
Slow cook for a good bite at the end of your journey.
Oh,
you know? Because philanthropy, man, it's just, you know, you see like these humongous CEOs and billionaires and corporate execs that push the philanthropy idea, but you don't really see an active engagement of like real genuine sacrifice of people who are like out there doing like soup kitchens, pushing, sacrificing, putting money in, putting time in, and just being like, you know, my business is one thing, but this is where I am.
And a lot of times the ones that do just get pushed to the wayside and like covered up with everything, all the other bullshit.
Yeah, 1,000, because there's so many narratives in today, because that's why America's kind of crazy right now. I think the emergence of social media's kind of just opened all the things we really believe, which there's a lot to argue about now that, you know, your opinions on the internet. Yeah. And I'm not guilty of it. But what you guys are doing is awesome, because I think that's going to be so impactful for so many people. And you don't, if it's just 2 years in, right?
Yeah.
10 years. What's 10 years going to be like? Where, matter of fact, where do you guys see it gonna, like in 10 years? If
we
you could be like,
have a 5, 10, 15,
no shit, that an itinerary, that's huge.
Yeah. By 5 years, we want to have our farmland that has an event center on it where we can host our own things going on.
Headquarters, yeah.
The farm's going to be all organic, straight farm to table restaurant hooked to it.
Yeah.
Monday through Saturday, that's how we make our bread and butter.
Yeah.
And on Sundays, we want to offer free meals.
Fuck yeah,
so,
dude. That's humble.
Free meals, entertainment, all that.
That's awesome.
One area.
Since I'm going to school for psychiatry, we're trying to open our own. It'll be like underneath the nonprofit, kind of like an umbrella corporation,
like a piece of
but
branch off.
We're doing a holistic what is it? Holistic early onset dementia rehabilitation.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been studying dementia a little bit, or you're getting into it?
My grandma has had dementia for pretty much my whole life, so I've had to see her suffer and how it affects like the family and see how there's
it's
not
so
a
sad
lot
and like heartbreaking.
Education, you know, to even in the homes, like assisted living homes around here that are supposed to be taking care of these people, they're not educated enough to know how you're supposed to deal with these patients and stuff, because there are certain ways that you have to go about it. And it's sad to see, you know, that's just how it is, but I don't think that's how it has to be.
Exactly. Like you can make the testament and the point of like the right standard of. I know with a lot of nursing homes and stuff, you have a lot of nurses. Nursing is such a hard, difficult field, but there are a lot of people who are in the wrong field, right? Because there's a lot of nurses who deal with people with dementia and are just annoyed by them. Like there's some little kid, you're like, you don't understand, these people don't remember who their kids are anymore.
Well, that kind of goes back to like working all the time and then being told that like you have to work in order to like have your life, and you're focused more on the money that you're gonna make from it rather than the passion for your job.
Exactly, dude. Well, because nursing is a hospitality industry. And you guys are creating your own hospitality kind of thing going on here, which is awesome. And like the whole community aspect, that's such a cool idea. Really to just kind of, because you want to do your own crops, your own, probably I would say your own crops, your own whole get up
as much as we can in-house.
Yeah, man, that's huge, because I know there's been cities and there's small countries that have kind of started their own self like green energy movement, where they got the solar panels, they got the crops, they got people that are just like hands in. They got people who volunteer to be doctor, people that volunteer to be the mechanic, people that volunteer to be the farmers and stuff. And they all seem to have such higher purpose, because they're like, we've eliminated the dollar, but all together, what we bring to the table is we can make money off the monetary system, where the whole makes money.
Yeah. And
then you have like city council or whatever meetings to be like, this is what we're going to do with it, you know, which is huge, because like nowadays you live in a country where everything it's all up to the federal, but our government really sets the standard of what we want this country to look like. And if we have the wrong president, we have the wrong CEOs, business executives, the media, we're getting fed what we think the country is. But people like you're like, no, we know what we are at the baseline. We're not the businesses. We're not our presidents. We're not our governors. We're not our senators. We are people. Yep. And I like I said before we started, I feel like we're all compelled to get back into this community. Yeah. So many people are putting this stuff on like Facebook and where they're talking about getting a van and going town to town and just like, because it's like, it's not about the van, it's not about the town, it's about just community and connecting to people and all these people that just want to get back to nature. Really, what it seems like to me is some unified man and nature nourishment, kind of thing where everything's a reciprocative process where everyone's just feeding everybody. And that's the biggest thing is we all just want to water each other.
Yeah. We at our last event, we met some really awesome people. They're part of the Echo movement.
Okay, I haven't heard of that.
Amber Echo.
Oh, okay. So, my friend Tiffany knows her.
Gotcha. Yeah. So she was down at Tiffany Drake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was part of the festival we were at. The one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So Safe Haven. Yeah.
Yep.
We went. we didn't food vend, but as a nonprofit, we're like, let's go help them. And then out of doing that, she's gonna start vending food and have her own truck eventually. So.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. But yeah. Amber,
and you will. Hell yeah.
Amber and them, they go around event to event, and in between their stops, they literally build houses for people.
What?
Yes.
That's kick ass, dude.
So it's awesome. It's amazing to see stuff like that, and to know that it's like you said, this is really what's going on.
That's the important stuff.
There needs to be more of it.
Yeah, and that's the more you highlight that, and the more you're just in that, the more you're building that space. That you're popularizing it. It's not keeping up with the Kardashians anymore. Now it's suddenly we're building a community. We're building houses for people. We're feeding people. That's the bottom line. If there's ever any world peace or sense of like some closest to perfect society there ever is, you're on the right. You're on the road to it. For you to affect other people, you're choosing the right path. I mean, you can get into politics, and you could be a governor or a senator, and you could take that route as well, which I don't have anything against that, but I'm like, politics seems a little dirty to me, so I'm like, I'm more locally based.
Yeah.
You know, because I think you two, you three, you 8 or 6 or 8 that you guys have got going on, a small group of people can affect a city can affect a state can affect a country can affect the whole planet, right?
Yeah.
And it starts with a small group of people. That's it. People don't really realize that that's it. An idea can become humongous. I mean, Tesla, one dude obsessed with electricity. We wouldn't have microwaves, refrigerators. We probably wouldn't have cars. We probably wouldn't have Wi-Fi. We probably would have one dude with an idea just grew, and the same with hospitality.
Even Google started out really small. I saw a picture of a newspaper clipping from when Google was first advertising their site in the newspapers.
When was that? Did they have like a year
early
on it?
90s. I can't remember exactly.
God, can you remember? How old are you guys?
26.
26?
30.
Okay, so you probably remember. I can't even remember early Google, really, because I graduated.
Pre-Chrome.
Do you remember? Do you remember like early Google, like high school? I remember early YouTube. I think.
I remember early. I remember early internet videos.
Pre ads before they took over. I remember, like around Google. What was it?
We're old.
Yeah, yeah. The gray ain't there yet, but somebody told me a couple days ago that like the pepper's forming, and I'm like, you shut your mouth.
I got a couple grays. Like
this happening?
Yeah, I got a lot.
I'm picking out individual ones. I got more grays in my eyebrow hairs of all places.
The more it will grow back, though.
Don't tell me that. I've been plucking like a freaking farmer. Like, I swear.
It doesn't work.
Dude, I remember before, I think Google, there was this website. What was it, Ask Jeeves?
Ask Jeeves, yeah.
I was just like fucking around in like 6th grade or something. I was like, Ask Peeves. And it was like the same logo as Ask Jeeves, but instead it was like the butler that was just holding a baseball bat, and he would just give you the most like craziest response, like the craziest Google response. So it's like Ask Jeeves, but with like a tonality of, I don't know, chaos. He'd just give you the worst things you're searching for. I don't know, early days of like Newgrounds and Joe Cartoon. Just
I was excited for LimeWire.
Oh, dude. I had a buddy come on here. We were talking about LimeWire about it would take like a week to download a whole album.
Oh, man.
And now it's like 30 seconds and it's done on my phone.
I never used LimeWire, but I always used MP3 Juices.
Okay.
Crashing our parents'
FrostWire.
desktops.
Oh, I remember Frost. I used Views, which is actually still around. VUZE, I think.
I used that one.
I used that to borrow Fruity Loops music program. Just borrowing it. Yeah.
Money's not real, so just.
It's not. It's fucking like if you really think of the idea of money, it's kind of weird and silly because we've built a system off of steam pressed cotton. Because money's not even paperback, but we consider the American dollar paperback currency. It's not paper. It's cotton. That's why it doesn't burn, or it takes a long time because it's steam pressed cotton, and cotton is really hard to burn. Random fun fact: it's not even. It's a plant. We're worshiping a plant when we could just be eating the plant and sharing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, you're not gonna eat cotton, but
Clean your face.
There's plenty of people that need it on their back, though.
Yeah, that's why I do. I just clean my face with Hunnids. Cotton swabs.
You might want to be careful. There's some shit on those.
Oh, I bet Bezos is on that shit. He's like Hunnids, right? But money's a weird topic too, and even like technology we were just talking about. We're in a strange place where like technology and social media and all these things have changed everything. Because on one hand, it can make things worse, but you also have a platform to be like, we're doing a thing, here it is, and they can grassroots.
It's a big struggle for me because I hate social media.
I do too, and I'm so much part of it.
We have to utilize it to grow.
Yeah,
it's so conflicting.
Well, it's because I think social media is kind of dense with negativity and pessimism.
Yeah.
I mean, ever since fucking Harambe died, it's all been to shit.
Yeah.
Right? But as weird as it is, like the timeline, it's been weird ever since he died, and people just put that out. But social media is largely built on negativity because we are kind of hardwired to focus and latch on negativity. It's not as embraced to be like, hey, be a philanthropist. That doesn't get as much wow.
I mean, look at the news.
But you're starting to see the news is dying.
Yeah.
CNN, a couple years ago, they launched CNN Plus, and I think they put $250 million in this company, and it crashed in a month. And they fired everyone and dropped the app. Even their CNN Plus Facebook page hasn't been used since it.
Wow.
Right. So it shows you how out of touch this system of information is.
Like you said earlier, the veil's being lifted.
I'm telling you, man.
If you get on TikTok, it's like, how do these people know this stuff? Most of the
That's
time.
why TikTok's getting banned.
Yeah.
Information. It's
they don't want you to know
it's
that.
not CNN and Fox. It's not left and right and left. It's
they can't control it.
It's nice.
I swear to God, if they ban TikTok, it's gonna be weird. If we go right back to CNN, Fox News stuff.
Bring back Vine.
Vine was wild. That was the early days of Logan Paul and.
Vine was amazing.
Oh, dude, I miss it so. Watermelon.
Yeah.
Watermelon.
Yeah, that.
I got watermelon to keep me clean.
I remember there was one time I was living in Fairview Heights, and me and some homies was driving past this like ice cream place, and the sign said peppermint concrete, and then we recorded this thing where we're both looking at each other like, what? And then the next video image, we're all just licking the concrete on the ground. Vine. I wish that still existed.
Me too.
Because it was, what was it, like 10 or 15 seconds was the cutoff?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just so short and sweet, so you had to like maximize the amount of attention you can get in a small point. Now, TikTok's, I think, default 60 seconds.
You can get 10 minutes though.
Oh, you can get 30 if your thing grows enough too.
Who's gonna watch a video for 30 minutes?
Not on TikTok.
Not on TikTok. Because I'm that deep philosophical person. I'm like, if I post like a 30-second, it's like 400 views. If I post like a 30-minute, they're like 1 view. Well, we're in that place where it's hard to hold attention now. Because even this is going to get less attention than if I chop it up in those small segments.
Right.
And put it on TikTok and Reels and stuff, which I'll do that too.
That's why with my TikToks, I usually just do like little snippets of riffs and stuff.
Well, I think the average person today's attention span's 6 seconds.
Wow.
Which is crazy. I can't say shit. I've got a whole library. I haven't read a single book. Just technology, man.
Yeah.
So is there any specific thing you want to plug? Anybody you're interested in the area that you'd like to collaborate with, or any shout outs you want? Anything that you would like me to talk about? Do you have any questions for me?
That's a good one.
I'd like to get involved with Rainbow Cafe.
Rainbow Cafe, and they're out of where?
Carbondale.
Carbondale?
Yeah, they do stuff for the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
My son goes there.
Oh, cool.
He's made a whole bunch of friends. He's finally starting to find himself.
Yeah.
And who he is as a person, and also
Sweet.
making friends.
Yeah, so he's got his own little community that's slowly growing.
I think it's great.
So they're based out of Carbondale. What is their organization based of? Like, what is their? Is it like a community? Is it a social thing? Is it like
I think it's more like a social thing. They meet every Friday night.
like a Big Brother, but for like the LGBTQ IA plus community?
They're over there by Napa and Dave's Auto.
Napa know-how.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so shout out Rainbow Cafe, right?
Rainbow Cafe.
Okay, so hopefully we get somebody on here that is in that stuff that wants to be collaborate. But again, I think this is awesome. And I'd say we can wrap it here if you guys are cool with it. If you have any other questions, and we can always do a part 2 if you want to dive deeper into stuff as well. We can keep going.
I can't think of anything right now.
Definitely want to plug the backpack drive.
Let's do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Want to try and get as much support as we can get for that over the summer.
Yeah.
Our goal is 50, but if we can do 100, 200 backpacks,
yeah, it'd be epic.
The more the better.
Yeah, it's for to help a lot of people. Do you have an event page yet?
So we have an event page for Memorial Day Revelry coming up.
Mm-hmm.
That's next Saturday.
Okay.
And then we will post another event page on further dates that we have.
Okay. So I would say these gentlemen, I'll communicate with you. So whatever events you got going on, you can plug them to me, and I can plug them to anybody in the area. And you can always feel free to tag me on stuff too.
Yeah. We also got another side fundraiser we're doing.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
For the women's shelter, collecting money for certain products that they would need or whatever.
Of course.
And I have a link to that if I could share with you too.
Yeah. I can whenever I post this, send me whatever links you want. I can tie that into the caption.
Yeah, I think we got that and some night volleyball lined up sometime too.
Dude, I'm telling you, we can do it. I've been looking for some more folk. Because for the past, this would have been year 3, but the past 2 years I did this night volleyball thing where all summer long, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, we'd meet up at 9 p.m. because most of us are service industry workers, so we have weird schedules. But we just wanted something to do other than just go to a bar. And we just fucking play some volleyball, play some tunes, and we'd sweat our asses off. And it's like a good cardio. We all, because it doesn't feel like working out because you're sweating, diving, and laughing your ass off because the funniest shit happens. I mean, we all get hit in the face with a ball, and it's the funniest shit on the planet. But yeah, if you, I've got a couple folks interested in joining as well, and we've got the rest of summer. We can plug in some dates, and anybody else that's watching this as well, looking for something to do in the summertime, we do night volleyball. Just because it's not as hot during the day. Because we do some volleyball during the day, we go die. Especially the older we get, we got a 30-minute fucking expiration date, and that's we're just ripped. I'm telling you, nighttime's good though, because you can get a little bit more juice out of it, and it's we go out there at 9 p.m. and we'd be out till some nights midnight to 4 a.m. Because it'll start off as volleyball, and then it'll become some deep ass shit where we're talking about life. We're just sitting down for 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, man, it's epic shit. But yeah, we'll do some volleyball. Hit some balls. Anything else you guys got going on? Anything you want to talk about, raise awareness of?
We are still searching for volunteers for May 25th.
Yep.
Really hoping we get some volunteers for a cleanup crew because we want to make sure we leave it as cleaner than we came in. So.
Yeah, sure. And dude, I'm down to volunteer as well if I'm not working.
Awesome.
You got a +1, and I got a buddy that I'm pretty sure that'd be down for it, and a couple people that just like to help, that are just in the community. Tiff, she works a lot though, and she got two kids, but I'm sure she would be into good juju. She's a good juju, great human being.
Free entry to the event if you can come volunteer.
Baller.
We have a lot of quality time.
Yeah.
But up until recently, we haven't had a lot of quantity.
Yeah.
Quality time.
So the small spaces have been impactful, but just not repetitive and not as often as you want. Which makes the small pieces,
It's the little things that make the bigger picture, and that's what he has, I feel, problems understanding.
You should get into this stream, by the way.
No.
All right.
I was just thinking that.
But it's just I said, yes, we have a lot of time together.
Yeah.
But we don't have a lot of quality time together because you're working on your business, you're stressing about whatever it is you stress about that you don't let me in.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're stressing about because you don't let me in. And then I feel like you hold resentment, so I hold resentment against you.
That's the mirror, man.
Because
that's the one that builds.
I'm not getting the you that I want.
Yeah.
Like, you used to make time for me for everything.
Yeah.
Now I'm just there.
Like, well, it's ultimately about communication, man.
Right.
You know, and it, like you were saying.
That's what it took was communicating that, and then, stopping and listening. Because it's been a lot of go, because
day to day.
If I put the brakes on, everything that all of our momentum, I feel will stop.
Yeah.
So it took finally stopping and listening and being like, oh shit, you're right. Let's start setting a day aside. Yeah. One day a week where we just disconnect from what we got going on.
This is us today.
Let's go do something.
That's awesome.
It's usually not even the full day either. Yeah. It's just a couple of hours because I understand he has a lot to do.
Yeah.
He not only has me, but he has Tim. He has the other members of the nonprofit.
Yeah.
I have to share him, but at least for a little bit.
Yeah.
Whenever we get in bed, we don't get on our phones.
Yeah.
Whenever, like, we'll
be present, yeah.
We'll lay there and watch a movie, or just talk to each other, or our drives in the car. I'm always yelling at him, "Get off your phone."
Yeah.
This is my time.
Yeah.
From point A to point B, let's conversate.
Yeah.
And then our couple hours a night of date night, which there's axe throwing in Carbondale.
Oh, I heard that's a thing now.
You guys should come.
I would be down for that.
Yeah.
Warehouse.
Yeah.
It's
fun.
I haven't got a chance to try.
You gotta sign that form because you gonna get hit in the
I will
axe.
say it's the only gym I've ever seen that serves alcohol and then gives you a sharp weapon
to throw at a fucking wall. That's why they make you sign something, right?
Hey, on Wednesday nights, it's buy one get one all night because it's date night.
Is that axes or drinks?
Drinks, anything. Both.
Buy one get one axe and a drink.
You can buy a half hour of axe throwing.
It's some Viking shit. That's pretty badass,
that's what I
though.
said whenever I walked in, I was like, man.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of games.
I was built for this to happen. I'm
they got
supposed
all kinds
to.
of games, zombie.
Hey, they got a rock wall over there, too.
It was pretty.
Yeah.
They got a rock wall and then axe throwing and alcohol all in one building. This is either the best idea or the worst. All
right? You can't walk around the counter whenever other people are throwing the axes. So you cannot get hit. But you have to wear closed-toed shoes, you hippie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I went in with slides,
man.
Shit. They were like,
missing toes.
You gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah, because those things could be bopping around.
Yeah, could be. They do if you miss.
I don't know how good my axe throwing is.
Now you'll get it.
A little practice.
Yeah.
You gotta go out.
Oh, there's a whole form.
Oh, yeah, he'll show you.
He'll show you.
Oh, that's cool that they show you, too.
Yeah, he teaches you.
And then he stands there and watches you and makes you nervous.
Yeah.
Turn your head.
The heat is on. So it's like an extended forearm, and you just like.
And then you bring the back of the axe back to your shoulder, and then you release.
Did you guys connect a couple times?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You think you got down pretty quick?
Got competitive.
He beat me.
Oh shit!
He still beat me.
You should see him bowling.
You go to SI Bowl?
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, that's my place. We should do some bowl nights.
Yeah, we should.
That's right up the fucking road. I'm all about that shit.
Yeah, we got our own balls. We're.
Oh, I know you got your own balls, but I mean.
I think so.
They do have volleyball.
Yeah.
I think they have like tournaments and stuff in the summer. Yeah, if you guys ever want to jump on a league, dude, I'm always I've been looking for somebody to get a fucking thing going there. Oh, dude, I love bowling.
Sam, you down?
I'm sporadically good at
it. Eat the cookies.
Oh man,
I won't.
That messed me up on my birthday.
On his birthday,
they had to carry me out of the bowling alley.
Cookie that greened him out.
Cookies?
Yeah, greened him out.
Oh, dude, I was working this event a couple weeks ago where I was the ticket booth guy. And they're like, hey, to go take a break and go check out the vendors. I'm like, you guys don't understand. I shouldn't go check out the vendors. I'm so sensitive to this stuff. I don't smoke or nothing. And they're like, no, go ahead. I'm like, okay.
I don't smoke either, dude.
Oh, dude.
And I'm 17 years sober.
Oh, that's fucking kick ass.
Yeah.
Well, you're super present then.
Yeah.
So I went to this booth and they're like, here's this tonic THC drink. And I'm like, whoa. I'm not drinking that whole thing. And he's like, no, this is only going to be 10 milligrams if you drink this much.
Yeah, 10 milligrams.
And he gave me double. And I'm like,
oh.
But so that first 30 minutes, I was like, man, why don't I smoke weed? I've missed
and
this.
then it hits you. And then you're like, this
and
is
then
why
I was done with the event, and I get home, and I'm like, everything is darkness. And I start getting emotional. I'm like, my ex-girlfriend. Like, I'm just, dude, it was like.
Is that why you posted that? It was cute.
No, that was a couple days later.
Yeah.
No, that night I had a solo mission, internal, but it was helpful because like THC kind of like helped me release some things. Yeah. But that's why I don't need to consume THC all the time. Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I get so sick. I miss the weed in high school.
It's different now, dude. I don't know what they be putting in this shit nowadays, but I can't touch none of this. Somebody had me do a dab at like around November last year, and I was having an out-of-body experience driving my car. I'm like, weed didn't used to do this to me.
Would you like to tell him about the tincture that you made me take?
Oh, God.
The one you melted into the couch with?
Yeah.
What?
So I fell asleep, and my arm was up like this, right? And it fell. And for 3 hours, I thought that I was melting in between the bed and the wall. He was sleeping in the middle, and his daughter was sleeping on the other side. I was dead. I am fully convinced I was dead. And he goes, get up. I threw up. And I was like, I don't care. Yeah. Go get a towel, because I can't figure out how to make my legs move. So that's on you. So throw down a towel and go back to sleep.
The tincture was too strong.
Oh, dude. Well, edibles apparently hit you way harder anyway.
Oh, I'm really sensitive to edibles. Dude. I can't take much.
Yeah, he is.
Because I know if I'm going to, I know when I was younger, in my 20s, I could smoke, and if I was going to start smoking with whatever place I am, if I got a bunch of stoner homies, I'm like, why not? Jump into, I'd have to do small bits every once in a while until my tolerance got bigger. But what people smoke today is different.
The Benton Park.
Oh, dude. Oh, God. I got Benton Park stories. That whole town.
My favorite in high school was whenever everybody got the creeper bud and they would just pass it out.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Like, you would hit it and you're like, man, that shit didn't do nothing. And then you stand up and you're like...
Yeah, 5 minutes later, hey, shit.
Yeah.
I used to love that shit.
So what'd you say? You said that wasn't shit? It was 3 hours ago.
Say something again.
First time I ever had creeper was out in Cali, and I was playing like the PlayStation VR.
Oh,
and
God.
all of a sudden, like the character got like too far away, or no, I got too far away from like the sensor, and it just started like spinning me in circles, and like I got so sick. Like,
VR's trippy on it in itself already,
Yeah.
especially if you're fucking tripping balls or high.
I can't do it. It makes me like really dizzy.
A little weirdly topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
George had a VR back in the day, and we were just having a cool night. We were both off work, so we were drinking. We were playing Resident Evil Biohazard, I think it was called. I'd never touched VR, so I was like, this is so cool, why not? I didn't realize how real it was when you were doing it. So I had it on, I was just a little toasted, right? And I played it for like an hour straight, and by the time I took the headphones and the goggles off, I was like, my arms don't feel real anymore. This is so fucking weird. And then we made another liquor run, and I was just like, I'm an idiot, and we're like, all right, we're driving up the road, literally like a minute drive, and I'm like, I almost wrecked, because my arms didn't feel like my arms anymore, because I'm like, I felt disconnect from my arms because I was using these fake arms, and I guess my brain now thought these goggles were my new arms. So when I take these off, I'm like, what arms? What are these? It's the trippiest shit, man. Oh, and that's why I'm going to eat some mushrooms one day and probably do it again. Sounds great.
I'd like to try that.
Dude, I'll do 3 or 4 days every other week or so, and it really sets me in a good mood.
So
I was doing it for like 2 weeks in a row, and I could feel like new neural pathways like being created, like.
Well, they say even if you do even a small amount in your drink, you don't even have to feel the effects, but your brain will make the effects.
Yeah.
Like literally, like neural pathways, exactly what you said.
0.015, something like small like that is like what I was.
Yeah, so just put 3 ounces in your soda, and just drink it every day.
5 into a milkshake.
Yeah. Or 5 into a milkshake.
Oh, I did a macro dose like a month ago, and because I hadn't done much, like a good dose of mushrooms in a long time, because I've just been microdosing for a while, trying to just like reframe my brain and my dopamine. Yeah. So I was like, I ain't done this since I was a kid, like my 20s, right? And I was just like, I don't remember it being this intense, right? Because I was like, I was in my room, all the colors were changing, and I'm like, I can't tell if I'm gonna die or if I'm just feeling alive. Because I'm like,
it's definitely dying.
Oh my god!
Every time.
I was like, don't call your mom. Yeah.
Done that. Have done that. For sure. Called her saying, I'm dying, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, the white people were taking me. And it was just white beings.
Me and George did some LSD years ago, and neither of us touched it since. Because we did it a couple times. There's one, and you're done. There's a certain one you're like, it's been fun. Nope, done. That was the one. That's enough.
Yep.
I am not a fucking glass of orange juice. I am fine.
Yeah. 8 fresh gel tabs. That'll
Dude. Because so like we would do it a couple days a week for like 3 weeks, and just we had one vendor where it was good. It was a certain strain, and we were just like, this has been awesome. We've been watching Adult Swim and like off the air, just tripping and fucking like vibrating, being funky. And then we switched vendors, and it was just different.
Yep.
Right, you know, it was not good.
Yeah.
Because
that's one thing I never did. Everybody else around me was doing it.
It's hard to say do it because you know where it could go. Because like,
I don't have any interest in it.
It doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to. It's not weed and it's not mushrooms. It's different.
No, it's different. And there's times I thought I wasn't coming back.
Dude.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Multiple.
It's like VR. Like acid is like VR real life.
Yeah.
Because it like throws you out of yourself into like 8K definition and everything's.
That's what I really liked about it when I was younger. Though, it gives you that different perspective, like
100%.
every time.
Until you feel like you're the chemicals floating around in a tube.
Dude, like George, but my homie George, the last time he did it, he said everything started turning into these teeth that were trying to eat him.
Wow.
And he just kept getting chomped by everything around him, and I'm like, that's nuts. And mine was exactly worse. Like just the same fucking like. We did this one last strain, and like I did it 30 minutes before him, and I was like, dude, this ain't good. I don't know what's going on, but this ain't good. My heart's gonna explode. He's like, dude, you're good. Chill. And then 30 minutes later, he's like, dude, this ain't good. This ain't good. We're like, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. So one of us called the fucking ambulance. We're like, we're gonna die, right? And then we're like outside of my car, like hold hands, 2 full-grown men. We're like, we're gonna die together. And then we get in the ambulance. They take us to the fucking hospital, right? And they separate us in the hospital. And George is like, Nick! Because he thought I was like dead, and I was still going by Nick at the time. And just because I was out of his peripheral, he just thought I was dead. Like,
yeah.
Right? And then I'm on the whatever the fuck, the gurney, right? And I'm like, dude, I just don't feel good. And they like got the needles and shit in me, and they're like measuring my heartbeat. And they're like, you ready? And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He's like, your heart rate is absolutely normal. I'm like, no, it's not. No, you're fucking with me. And simultaneously, as they basically told me I'm full of shit, because in the hallway I heard all these fucking nurses like fucking hippies, and I'm like.
George said one of the nurses
came
in and yelled at him, saying that he wasn't the only one there.
Oh, dude. They brought 2 fucking hippies in here. They're just tripping balls. And they're like, we've seen this shit before.
Yeah.
Was it Franklin County Hospital?
No, it was Heron. It was Heron.
Oh, so they even better.
Oh, yeah.
Like, fuck these guys.
Yeah, no, not the one that burned someone alive from the inside out. No, the one right up the road. But we were in there, and the second that they told me I was basically full of shit, it started actually hitting me in a nice way. Because it was like the beginning of the roller coaster. And I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
Right? And then it slowed down. And I'm like, oh. And now I'm just like joking with everybody. What's up? What you doing? And they're like, shut the fuck up. Go home.
He took Reclaim and filled a capsule. And it was like 5,000 milligrams. He popped it. Well, he was doing something. I don't know. I was playing Fortnite with my son.
Hell yeah.
He walks up behind me and he puts his arms around me and he laid his like neck on the side of my head.
Yeah.
And his heart was just like
pounding. It was a fist.
In the side of my head, I was like, "Why is your heart beating so hard?" I was dying. And I handed my daughter, Serenity, the controller. I was like, "Take this.
We got things to do right now.
You're having a panic attack. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let's go upstairs. I'm gonna put you in the tub. I'm gonna run you some water. You're gonna be fine."
Put you in the tub, starts drowning you. You're fine!
He gets in the tub, I'm sitting on the outside of the tub on my knees, and I'm like just running his water, running it down his back.
That is the nicest thing you could have ever done, by the way.
He's sweating his ass off. He's so, you can see in his eyes that he's
stress
terrified.
chemicals, man. Yeah, straight up.
I'm like, it's okay. I'm walking him through it. He's like, you have to marry me. So I walk out of the bathroom, and I told Serenity, I was like, "Dad's so high, he asked me to marry him." She goes, "Dang, he must have been high."
Honest truth, though. That means the thought was in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna do a ceremony.
Yeah.
But we're not doing the whole wedding thing.
Yeah.
Like the.
Yeah. Well, less people are called to do the whole wedding thing nowadays anyway. Like the less vibrant, giant, extravagant. Yeah. It's more about like, this is a one-on-one person kind of real deal, and whoever you got next to you. Yeah. That's all that's really important.
We want our friends there. We want,
but
somebody.
I'm not signing a piece of paper
that tells us.
The government can be like, oh, this is what you have to do.
No, yeah. I got you.
It's not. We don't have to do that.
Yeah. Fucking hell. However you want to do it,
Right.
Well, I'm the type of person that never believed in marriage.
Yeah.
That's, statistically.
He officiated my wedding.
Indeed.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. So see, he knows the backstory there. So I'm like, I'm a big number person. Mm-hmm. So the numbers don't add up with marriage.
Yeah.
They always end in negative numbers.
Well, yeah, you see that there's a thing that changes because people always say they'd be great boyfriend and girlfriend their entire life, and the second they get married, the division happens and weird things start happening.
So that's her side of it.
Yeah.
I've never believed in it. She's already had a bad experience.
Yeah.
She already got the experience. Yeah.
So
it was bad, and it took me over a year to divorce him.
That would be insane.
It's a process.
To repeat it. It would be insanity.
Yeah.
So why do something that everybody does when we can do something of our own?
Well, because if you know each other anyway, and you already know your relationship and your connection, you can just make your own boundaries in that. And it doesn't have to be any more complex. And, people, you got the old school traditional people like, well, you got to get married now. You're like, that's what you want, but we can do whatever we want.
Right.
You know? My grandma was with a man for 35 years, and their thing was just what their thing was, and they really seemed to like each other. Yeah. It didn't really seem to go through giant ebbs and flows. It's just they had a lane and a niche they kept it in, and it worked for them.
Yeah, because you're not trying to put yourself in a category that you're not. You're not trying to put up.
Yeah. You're not putting yourself on government payroll.
You don't have to stress putting a front out of, oh, this is a picture perfect ever.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's just hard. Checking a box, really. Yeah.
It's life, and it takes work, and a piece of paper doesn't make anybody work harder at something.
You can argue that same shit about college, straight up.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, and
I don't believe in college.
That ties into.
I think I could have used. I would have probably believed in college in a earlier time when it was more industrial revolution, where where everything was so much more simple. Media. Nowadays, dude, there's fucking 12-year-old millionaire Fortnite players.
Exactly.
With haven't even graduated, just now going into high school in a year, right?
Yeah.
And they're millionaires. People are like, well, you're not the lucky one. This kid's 12. What kind of luck did he need to play Fortnite?
Right.
A parent offering him that opportunity.
All right. Exactly. An open-minded fucking parent, dude.
Yeah.
And it's, dude, I could go on and on about that shit. The whole we're in a weird fucking place. So, like, there was the newspaper, and then eventually the newspaper became the radio became video, and then the video became, nowadays the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Everything replaces everything at one point. Right now, AI is going to be the next of everything, which is like we were talking about.
It's huge,
like, that's
right
fucking
massive,
terrifying, and really exciting.
Yeah. You can get Facebook to AI generate you a status. Like you can make your own status, and then you can hit.
It proofreads it and tells you the right way to do it.
Oh, that's so crazy. Google just released their AI too to help you with your writing and publishing your videos and pictures, like doing all that.
Dude, half these questions I've asked you, fucking AI. The other half I came up with, and I was like, I don't want to be boring. What's the more interesting, unique questions? And AI was like, well, shit, I got this bit. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is so interesting. Because it puts more flavor and seasoning on everything, but it's kind of scary because AI is probably going to have a small Skynet spot, but we'll probably go beyond that of it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's the reason for that is people are trying to get the AI that is self-evolving can teach itself, and then have the AI that is either teaching other AI or will learn from like some computer source to teach itself. But I think that's where all the real scariness comes in at.
So I was watching a Rogan Experience podcast, and I'm always watching these different podcasts from different kinds of people. I'll watch Rogan, then I'll watch something else of somebody in a completely different mind frame, just to kind of like put it all together in different pieces, right? And Rogan was like, what if this is what every living society does, is they get to this pinnacle of information and evolution, where this is actually the most natural next phase. But we think of natural like as human beings and animals and bugs. But we don't understand that, like, we could be in this weird fucking place that actually becomes natural. The natural becomes unnatural, where this is normal. Because we're basically creating our own god of the third dimension. And I don't mean basically, that's what's going to become. There are these theories that AI is... So it's already going to replace mathematicians, judges, lawyers, nurses, everything, right? It's going to replace everything, and it's not going to stop because it's people with the money that's going to put it into power, right? So it's not going to stop, but I think AI is going to outsmart the people who program it, because AI has already lied.
Yeah.
So we know it doesn't just stick to its root programming either, right? So if you think about something like AI, we're scared of it because we think it's going to be like us, right? So we all have our own biases, of course, but AI is going to have all the biases. So it's going to be smart enough to know beyond just the human construct of behavioralism. It's going to be like, here's all the pieces. You know, am I operating off bias or what makes the most sense? And then people are going to be like, well, I think it's going to one day be like, well, humans are unnecessary because they're killing the planet. But right. I think that's really movie cliche. Yeah. Have you ever watched the movie Transcendence with Johnny Depp? It's a good one. It'll give you an alternate perspective of the concept of what AI may actually end up doing.
I think there's a lot of benefits to it,
dude, I think
as long as the right hands that like get on it and stay in control of it.
Well, I think AI is going to have the same issues and blessings that we all have coming from whatever family we come from. You can become just like the thing you came from, but if you have the right information, you can evolve beyond your upbringings.
I think the scariest thing for me is the whole history repeats itself there. And if you look into any ancient scriptures or carvings that they have, it shows modern technology.
Isn't that weird? They got hieroglyphics of helicopters
we're
and
getting
shit.
real close to a nuclear war. We're probably close to that end point of it's all over again and it has to restart.
There does seem to be like this pinnacle of like this.
You look at Dubai.
That was weird.
Now we have a double brooding of locusts this year.
Yeah, also weird.
I know there's cicadas, but still.
We're in a weird place.
There's a lot of weird...
I was saying it was like a bottlenecking of all these things happening at once. It's not just like politics. It's not just societal behavioralisms. It's not just foreign politics. All this in AI and in economy and commerce and job security and lack of health care, the family tradition being broken, the family home dynamic being broken, right? And the hostility, and we're all separating into tribes again. All of this is being bottlenecked into this small thing where it's not just one small thing happening. All of this is happening at once.
And like everywhere. Like global.
Everywhere. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Great movie, by the way. But I think this movie I watched, The Day the Earth Stood Still, the Keanu Reeves remake, the scientist in the movie, I'm probably paraphrasing, said, only at the brink, or only on the precipice of destruction does mankind truly learn to evolve. We're at that fucking brink.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you said, nuclear warfare is right here, right? We are tiptoeing the edge, but that's also where we can either fall to our doom or fucking fly.
Yeah.
Right, and there's this concept, I follow this psychic dude named Bashar, and whether he's real or not, I don't know, but he says some shit that I'm like, how the fuck do you make that up? That makes too much sense. But he says, like, if you look at the whole story of mankind as this rubber band, right, and say, like, all of our origins, everything, is that rubber band's getting pulled back further and further. We go through shit, we go through racism, war, poverty, starvation, and eventually all those things that we put ourselves through, eventually that rubber band's going to just snap, and all that terrible shit we went through is going to fly forward. In like that bottleneck spot. And we're at that bottleneck where we can either, boom, the rubber band itself snaps and we all just die. Something fucked up happens. Or you let it go.
Right.
And we fly forward, and all the shit we've been through for the whole entirety of the human construct, we're light years beyond it. We're flying around the fucking planets. Everyone's got fucking food, shelter, free health care, their own gardens.
Earlier about the having a calling. I think that's why it makes it so much easier for us to do what we do, because there's a lot of fucked up shit going on.
Yeah.
A lot.
It's
and people need help.
A lot.
Like,
gives us a lot of bases to touch.
Yeah, there was a homeless man in California arrested for eating a severed leg because a man
got
hit by a train.
I saw that shit.
And we're sending billions of dollars overseas.
And the bigger,
we can't help our people here.
The bigger cities are putting like spikes on the vents, like wavy benches and stuff.
I've seen
like,
that.
Instead of
a
trying
college
to help
kid
them,
came up with the spiked fucking chair idea. The park bench that has the spikes that go up certain times a day. The college kid came up with that. But also the homeless people are so smart. They're like, well, I'm just gonna put a bed on top of the spikes.
Yeah.
Right. There's also ways around it.
Yeah. Dude, I almost went to jail for fucking being homeless in the Benton Park once.
Wow.
There was one time, my hometown, I was homeless in my own hometown's park, and it was like the biggest, like, kind of like reframing of my mind, right? Because I was like, I've never been so without, but I've never felt so free, because I was like laying on the grass, and I was like, I ain't got nothing, but I'm looking at the sky, and I'm like, this feels oddly natural, right? Not that it's like cool to be without things, but like all the stresses of whatever society is are now I'm as far disconnected from as I could be.
I don't have a light bill, a phone bill.
Straight up.
The days of being a kid. That's
Straight
what
up.
we've been talking about lately. Like, our kids are so inside creatures. We have woods a block away from our house.
I'm going to make you homeless at least 6 hours a day and just go outside and figure it out.
No way. There's no way that I wouldn't have already explored every inch of that and then found something
Not to
else.
mention the land your parents have.
Yeah.
Like,
Straight up.
They're different like it's crazy. We weren't inside as kids.
No.
No.
Well, that technological boom happened so fast.
Yeah.
Well, our parents didn't have any training in that either. So it's just we really had this huge shift so fast. It wasn't a gradual, slowly iPads like boom. Here's touchscreen phones and technology and internet, and you're communicating with people.
A DVD player. You don't need a VHS player. Here's Blu-ray. Here's a CD player. Oh, here's a device that you can Bluetooth to another device to listen to your music. You don't have to.
We went from TVs to fucking virtual reality.
Yeah.
Where they're selling virtual real estate right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
it's cool as fuck, but man, it's terrifying.
Yeah. Because the Matrix.
I got a theory that I think content creation is going to be the next phase of human beings and like job security.
Yeah.
Because I think
it's huge.
And I actually heard somebody else say that on the podcast recently. I'm like, holy shit, I'm not full. Somebody else thinks this thing too.
And they're threatening by trying to shut down TikTok. They're threatening thousands of people's jobs.
Well,
yeah.
Because they quit their 9-to-5s.
Well, yeah, because
that's
traumatic.
They can do their own thing.
Their own government's about to take not only bread off their table, they're about to make them homeless.
Yeah.
Right? People who maybe didn't want to fucking work at factories. And they're like, I have another niche here. And it's working. Millions of other people like this. Clearly, this is something.
But I don't think it'll get shut down. There's too much closed business.
I think people will lose their shit.
If it does, it'll be something else.
It'll be some kind of grassroots thing.
There's,
it might temporarily get knocked off.
There's too
but
much
then it went
revenue.
from Vine.
Too
It went
much
from
revenue.
Vine to Musically, from Musically to TikTok.
Was that all the same app? Because I know Musically
Vine
became
wasn't.
TikTok, but I think Vine was its own thing that got
Music.
for some reason.
They shut down Vine, and then TikTok bought out Musically.
Oh.
Well, they all latched on because now that you got YouTube Shorts, you got the
They're
Snapchat
all copying
Reels,
now. Yeah.
like it's, Facebook Shorts,
Reels.
like it's everywhere doing the same thing.
Yeah, and TikTok's still dominating.
Oh yeah.
Well, because like Facebook owns Instagram, and well now, what's that new one?
X.
No, the Threads, or is that what it's called? It's like an X version of Facebook. Threads, I think it's called, or something.
Well, they have Pinterest, and now they have Lemonade.
Lemonade?
Yeah.
Huh.
Lemon.
But yeah, they're all copying TikTok, and TikTok's still just dominating because it's not censored. I mean, it's censored. I got banned from a live stream a couple days ago for a week because I said something about sucking dick.
But you can have full-ass trans men on there talking about how they are going through an entire sex change and going into detail about how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
That's part of the agenda.
There's an agenda, man.
It's part of the agenda.
And you could be totally cool with the community and be like, there's some fuck shit about this.
And I am.
But there's a lot in the community that say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
straight
there's
up.
a massive amount in the community that doesn't like what happens.
Yeah.
And it's...
Well, it's because, like...
But you're going to have that everywhere.
The original gay and lesbians, they're like, man...
Yeah, when it was LGBT,
Whenever we were trying to have the same rights as everybody else, but now we wish that we really would have just shut up and just did our own thing.
Yeah.
Because now they've changed it from what it was intended for into something that it was not ever meant to be.
Yeah. But it's part of that bottlenecking, man.
Yeah.
But I also think I think the trans movement is being hijacked by people who maybe just do want to just feel part of society better, which is totally cool. I'm cool with it. But I think it's being used as a vessel to use these people as, well, marketing, ad revenue. I mean, you see all these different businesses using trans folk and even just that community just sell stuff. I mean, Target had to just go back on what they were selling because they're like, oh, we actually pissed off our clientele, and same with Bud Light. And I'm not saying it's not cool to highlight people, but I maybe know who your clientele is and know that these are actually like a smaller group of people.
Yeah.
They deserve representation, but they actually don't speak for the whole country, and they're getting more representation than the whole country.
I don't like the fact of children being targeted with it.
It's weird.
Like,
let them have time to grow first. Their brain's not developed yet, man. Like,
I
you can't.
agree with that 100%.
I'm totally cool. Like, if you want to make permanent decisions when you're 18, cool. When you're a little older, you can be like, that was a good or bad decision. But you can't tell a 3 to 8 year old, we're gonna chop your dick off.
Right.
With less than 20 years of actual science of knowing the pain, the medications they're gonna be on, the long-term surgeries.
That also actually, like, there was one person. There was a trans man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they had the whole surgery, and they're like, it increased my risk of infection, and there's a 90% chance now that I'm going to die if I don't take these medications to stop the infection.
Well, see, that's why it needs to be slowed down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my idea is that, like, all of this is totally cool, but we need to slow it down and actually wait for the science to catch up to our ideas.
Yeah.
Because the social aspect of it is all these rights and all these societal changes right now, but like the science isn't there yet.
Right.
We've got handfuls of clusters of people who are saying, I might die.
Well, that kind of goes towards the attention span. You know, like we were talking about, people just can't wait anymore. They just have to have it like instantly. Right now,
yeah. It's
Which is
weird.
why also I think a lot of relationships fail. You put out what you want, and then if it doesn't change right now, then this relationship is just worthless.
We want short-term gain and not long-term love.
Yeah.
You know, we're
lazy.
Dude.
We're lazy as a whole.
We want everything now.
Yeah, but don't want to put the work in for it.
Right fucking there, man. Like, we don't understand how much uncomfortable shit you have to go through. Not even just relationships, but like society and science.
Yep.
Sometimes we're going to come to conclusions and be like, this actually isn't a good idea. We need more science. You know, the same way with the way we push out drugs and prescriptions. I'm not against prescriptions or medication, but like, there's a lot of medications that we put out here where the opioid crisis happened, where people should have slowed down with prescribing that shit, but doctors were like, here you go.
There's more recalls on medication now than there has been in like the last 10 years.
And you think fucking gender reassignment surgery is not going to be the exact same thing? You've got people out here that like, I've been in pain every second of every day since I've gotten my surgery, and they didn't tell me anything about this when I was a kid, and this happened, right? Yeah. And we're wanting to normalize that when we don't. The science isn't there yet.
Right. And we're finding out about all these dyes. Remember rainbow bread, rainbow bunny bread?
I remember bunny bread. Is there a rainbow bunny bread?
Am I the only person that remembers rainbow bunny bread?
I guess so.
Dude,
is that like a genre of bunny bread?
A loaf of Wonder Bread that was rainbow dyed.
Okay.
So, you have all this colorful, fun stuff to eat.
Oh, no.
That's terrible for you.
Yeah.
Like, all of the dyes in the foods that we're feeding our kids, and then ADHD spikes.
Yep.
Dude, there is so much to all that. Like, even, like, the cereals right now, you're starting to see a lot of these cereals get recalled. I never thought I'd actually see, like, CNN and Fox cover the fact that, like, cereals are giving your children cancer.
Yeah.
Well, Skittles just got in trouble for one of the red dyes they were using that was like causing genetic mutations in your DNA.
Dude, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
When we're finding out half the fruits and vegetables you get at Walmart still have the pesticides in them, no matter how much you wash them off.
But all of it's FDA approved.
That's the fucking problem right there. Because you're like, well, what the fuck is the FDA doing?
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Why is it so...
Poisoning us.
So we get cancer.
There's some manipulation here. That's why I hate to ring the conspiratorial bell when I'm like, There's clear fuck shit happening here. If the FDA's got the science for the things that they know give us cancer, and they don't have the science for the things that they're pushing, right?
But how do we have all this science about things that give us cancer and no science backing a cure other than putting more cancer into our bodies?
Well, because cancer's a racket, dude. I mean, like, you have doctors who make commission off of, like, cancer drugs. Yeah. Right? If a doctor can make an extra 20 G's on this person, well, you're starting to find out there's doctors that are in prison right now because they're prescribing cancer, fucking chemo pills to people who don't even have cancer. Because they're getting that kickback on that money that they make. They're getting literal commission. So there's an actual human construct here where like a doctor who wants a little extra money has to be like, I could lie to you and you would believe everything I say because every one of my people here just believes me because I'm the authority. Well, I could tell you have cancer and just prescribe it to you.
Right.
And make an extra 20 G's.
Let me ask you this. What's worse, the doctor that gets paid to prescribe the medicine or the people that go around trying to sell it to the doctor to prescribe like that?
Equal.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like the same thing, like who's worse, the parent for sucking or the kid for becoming the parent.
Right.
You know, it's the same, but both of these people had the chance to do something different. And they are both choosing the bad option. The thing for me is
taking their advantage of their authority.
Kick it out. Take out the opportunity to make extra commission off of like cancer drugs and stuff, and be like,
take away money. It's easy.
It's so crazy how no one understands that as a construct because we're so addicted to the concept of owning things and ownership and land and things like that.
Why can't we just
it's
work
such
and
a big
do
fucking planet,
do our
dude.
part of what we're good at, and that's be good enough.
Well, then I think there's another conversation because it really is. We've been on this idea of ownership for such a long time because then you have to be like, all right, everyone who has land, you don't own everything that you think you do anymore. Everyone has everything everywhere, right? That was how it was a long time ago. You could just build a house. It'd take you about 6 months to a couple years. Right. You have a house. Nowadays, you have to work 60 years for a good house for your family.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
They're squeezing juice out of fucking like lemon rind, right? There's nothing left. But there's, I think, again, that bottlenecking. I think there's some weird shit happening here where people are entertaining ideas. We're like, maybe I don't want to fucking just own everything and I would just like to share. Have some kind of community and just get my fucking piece out of it. I don't need fucking like 2,000 acres.
Yeah.
I need a couple acres for my family.
Once you start realizing that you can get more out of a community than you can in government, then you just work harder to get there.
Well, and that's why any of us exist as community, man.
Yeah.
And it's weird because you're starting to see this separation where they're trying to really kind of intentionally divide us into tribes. Even though all things you wouldn't think would be like replicative of this, video games. They don't make fucking like split screen video games anymore.
No, they don't.
There's no family dynamic of playing on the same screen of people. Everyone has to be separate in another house on a different computer screen, a different TV.
Unless you want to watch Netflix, then you have to be in the same house.
It's so. It just seems almost like everything has been meticulously crafted to keep everyone separate and sick and disconnected in a short attention span.
Because
even worse since COVID.
How do you herd sheep?
Well, with the right dogs, I guess. I don't know.
It's easy when they're slow and you're faster.
That's fucking facts. Straight up. That's facts, but a lot of people don't fucking know they're sheep.
No.
They have no idea. They think they're wolves, you know?
A lot of people don't even think about it.
It's not even a construct.
Because they're so plugged into the everyday 9 to 5. I gotta do this so I can get this. No, you're just a cog in the machine at that point.
You're fucking mouse chasing the cheese. I mean, Dave Chappelle said fucking... I look at life like this, and this is also paraphrasing, where he's like, we're all stuck here in a maze, and everyone's chasing cheese, and I'm the motherfucker saying, why am I in a maze?
Yeah.
Right? And that's kind of like the construct now. Is for the longest time, I think everything that we had going on, the foundation of like systems of control and economics and government control made sense, because we were more simple-minded. We're no longer that. There's a lot of the sheep mentality, of course, but like, even if a majority of people are pretty fucking basic intellectualism, that small amount of people who are fucking way more advanced, they see the bigger picture and they know we're in a maze. Y'all need to pay more attention.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's where the grassroots movement starts, because you're like, you can you can jump into those mazes and be like, hey, we can start a community garden. We could start these community projects. You know, you don't have to just fucking be in the maze and the 9 to 5. There's things you can do.
Yeah, we have somebody we're involved with that's getting ready to start a community garden in Murphy.
That's awesome. If you guys need some free plants, dude, I got nothing but fruit trees out there.
I see that.
It's awesome.
Yeah, if you want to check them out.
I know you grow mangoes.
The trees, they're not producing yet, but.
No. That's how I figured. I have some mango seeds in the seeds in my window.
Oh, hell yeah. You got them like in a little Ziploc bag or something?
Water.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now fucking do it. Don't keep it in there too long because eventually the seed will die.
Yeah.
You're better off keeping the mango seed in a small amount of water to where it's just like the seed is half engulfed.
Yeah.
You could also just wrap whatever is in it in plastic or just put it in a small clear container.
He planted some dragon fruit seeds.
Oh, dude, there's nothing but dragon fruit fucking cactus out there.
He planted them, and I was like, I want to do that too. So I was like, and it was like this big, and it wouldn't get any bigger. And I was like, fuck it, threw it in the trash.
Yeah, the dragon fruit, they reproduce like a motherfucker. But I ain't kicking you out, but I'll say, guys, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
We'll have to do another one.
Oh, yeah.
Air Shake, longtime friend. And follow these gentlemen. And if you guys want to communicate with these gentlemen, just look them up or just communicate with me, and I'll give you all the links and the plug to look them up. Thanks, guys, for coming on. And I'll end it up here, and we'll just chat for a minute anyway.
Sounds good.
Yeah.